Good morning, South Florida. Welcome to another edition of UM's Frost Jazz Hour, right here on WDNA 88.9 FM, the home of serious jazz. My name is Chuck Bergeron. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. How about a special welcome to our live studio audience? Thank you guys for coming in this morning and for tuning in this morning. You know that each week at this time we bring you a great variety of talent from the highly acclaimed Frost School of Music. Incredible student groups, faculty, alumni, the dean. Well, today, a very special event. We have some of the best musicians in our program. We were delighted to have them here, and they are led by our featured artist, graduating senior Logan Smith, a wonderful jazz vocalist and vocalist. I mean, many styles of music. We're going to get to know Logan over the course of this hour and talk about music and influences and all kinds of stuff. But let's get the program started with some music. You're listening to Logan Smith and his all-star group on the Frost Jazz Hour.
I'm all smiles, darling, you'd be too, if you knew, darling, all of my smiles were for you. Smiles there for you. Can't you tell that I'm all chills, darling, through and through? My cold hands, darling, warm to the touch of you. Rain hasn't fallen for days now, but rainbows are filling the skies. My heart must have painted those rainbows shining before my eyes. Can't you tell that I'm in love, darling, deep and true, with guess who, darling? Someone I'd die for, beg, steal, or lie for, eat humble pie for, someone to fly to the sun, moon, and sky for, someone to live for, to laugh with and cry for, and that someone is you. Lord, you do lady, Rain hasn't fallen for days now, but rainbows are filling the skies. My heart must have painted those rainbows shining before my eyes. Can't you tell that I'm in love, darling, deep and true, with guess who, darling? Someone I'd die for, beg, steal, or lie for, eat humble pie for, someone to fly to the sun, moon, and sky for, someone to live for, to laugh with and cry for, and that someone is you. be reckoned with and not pushed aside. Let every opinion loom, a crazy misfit making some mischief, taking a big bite out of the room. Let it lay. Oh, let the sparks fly, look you right in the eye. About time I begin again. I can't wait a lifetime, this life of mine. About time I begin again. Just not one more day, no, not one more day, not another day like today. 'Cause deep inside I stand larger than life. Lord, let I, Lord, let I, Lord, let I, Lord, let I, Lord, love above, let lay on, let lay on, fit it, let lay on, Lord, let lay on, let lay on. Don't let I, don't let I, don't let I. I ain't gonna cry for help. This time I'll help myself, leaving all my past behind. Let me take my aim and stake on my claim, being larger than life. Now not one more day, not one more day, not another day like today. Oh, no. Deep inside, there I stand, larger than life. I know deep inside, there I am, larger than life. Little Leia, Leia.
Outstanding. We are listening this morning to the great Logan Smith, graduating senior at the Frost School of Music. He's brought a real all-star group in. But as busy as you are, thank you for taking the time and welcome to the show.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here with you.
I should have said a few things earlier just to let people know. You are a Downbeat Student Award winner, and you're also a featured soloist winner at the Monterey Next Gen Festival. You have multiple awards.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And so it's great to have you here. And I know you're busy, but I wanted to get into something else because I know there are other things in your life, in addition to music, that are of great passion to you. And I think this would be an excellent opportunity to share some of that. One of the things that I understand you do are these mock United Nations conferences. Would you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So, of course, my biggest passion is, of course, my music, and I love being involved with everything at Frost School of Music. But since coming to the Frost School of Music and coming to UM, I've found a real passion for international development and helping in public service as well. So what I do with Model United Nations is I actually run a competitive team over at UM, and we do a lot of outreach work, working with students from putting on conferences both at UM's campus and all across Miami-Dade. We run an entire conference for low-income students from Miami-Dade County, and when I'm in the summers, I normally like to teach Model UN to high school, middle school students through a program where I actually travel all across the country to local universities and high schools, teaching students all about the activity and trying to really introduce the idea of giving students who may not come from a traditional background of what you might expect a politician to look like. Oftentimes our public leaders are people who come from a certain level of class privilege, or sometimes it can be racial privilege, sexual privilege, that gives people a higher likelihood to enter that field of service. And one of the things I'm really passionate about is making sure that we're opening up diplomacy education and making sure that that's a viable career path for people no matter where you're from or what your identity background is. We need leaders from every single community, and I believe descriptive representation in politics and in the way we talk about our international institutions is super important. So for me as a musician, I think music is a reflection of your values and your integrity and what you'd like to see our social climate look like. And so I'm a firm believer that my music and what I create should be a reflection of my values as a citizen as well, and trying to make sure that I can be the best version of a citizen that I can from my limited perspective.
Wow, that is tremendous, man. I mean, I'm going to applaud you just for that. That's
Thanks.
Unbelievable, man. I mean, I'm in awe to have somebody like you here on the program.
I really appreciate that.
The connection that I know that you understand about what the community can do, what music can do for the community, and all of the public service you've already done in the few years you've just been here, man. I'm in awe of what you do, man. I'm honored to know you, and I know it's reflected in your music. You are a great soloist. Obviously, you're a pretty good band leader.
Oh,
You made good phone calls here, man. Just real quick, let's introduce everybody to this all-star lineup. On the piano.
Sure, you have Mr. Connor Rohrer on the keys.
Woo!
Brought with me a dear friend, Evan Siegel, on the guitar. Mr. Chris Seagraves is playing the bass today.
Yeah.
And we've got Mr. Blake Evans on the drums. I'm so overjoyed to be with these guys today.
Yeah, these guys are great players, but they're accompanying and playing your music and your presentation really well too. So, and playing this room really well. So we appreciate that. Next up, I think we have an original by you. Yes.
Yes. So this is an original tune I wrote a few years back. It's a funny story about actually one of my high school proms. So it's a bit of it's a cool story just about like feeling like you're kind of stuck with someone where you can't really understand how to read the person. So yeah, I'm actually gonna be playing a little bit on this myself. So Connor's gonna take a quick break for us, and we'll hear more from him and his beautiful playing a little bit later on. So
Terrific. All right, Logan, thank you so much for stopping by.
thank you for having me. I really
Sure.
appreciate it.
So while he gets back up to the bandstand, I want to remind everybody that the tune we're about to listen to is an original by Logan called Still. And while we get set, I want to remind everyone that this weekend, happy Valentine's Day, by the way, and this weekend is the Ground Up Festival, a tremendous festival that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all at the North Beach Bandshell. And on each of those days, prominently featured will be our students from the Frost School of Music, playing their own music, playing in combination with some guest artists who are in, and John DeVersa's small group on Sunday, and the Frost Sextet on Saturday with the wonderful Allison Wedding, and of course Snarky Puppy every night. But a tremendous festival that's very eclectic in its range, and really happy to be a part of that. So come on out any or all days this weekend to the Ground Up Festival. But right now, let's get back to some more music with Logan Smith on the Frost Jazz Hour.
Something told me that I'd see you here tonight. Something told me that I'd hear your voice inside my head. Whisper lovely, whisper beautiful, whisper to me irrefutables. And then I'd sail away across the sea, my mind far gone away from me. And though I'm buzzing round and round, I'm still. So I make myself start walking all across the room. But with every step I make, I find myself looking back at you. And I'm right back on my ship again, sailing westward as the floods come in. And although I've tried to let you go, no wind can steer this ship back home. And so no matter where I go, I'm still in love with you. So I'll follow you. I'm still in love with you. So I'll follow you. I grab another glass and hope it's stronger than the ones before. And I drink it down, 'cause I don't think that I can take much more of this longing, of these sleepless nights, or of dreaming that you're by my side. But of all the things I've tried to do, I've never once reached out to you yet. Still, I'm in love with you, so I'll follow you. I'm still in love with you, so I'll follow you. Across the dance floor, across the patio, across the ocean, that's how far I'd go. Though I'm searching for the memory of a love I guess we never really had. So I'll find my way across the room, alone and far away from you. And I sit down, I grab a pad and scribble all the thoughts I've had. From start to end, there's been a few that I refuse to say to you. And now it's time to let them go. These waves will overtake the boat, and then I'll finally let the floodgates go. No. Someone told me that they wish that I was still with you. So I told someone, don't you think I wish that I was with him too? 'Cause he's lovely, 'cause he's beautiful, but unsuitable. Yes, I know the journey's far and long to find the place where I belong, but I'll keep searching till my heart grows still.
Tremendous. And we're going to take a brief pause for the cause, but we will be back. So stay tuned for the second half of Logan Smith on the Frost Jazz Hour. And we're back on the Frost Jazz Hour this morning, having a great time with graduating senior Logan Smith, incredible artist, and so many other things that he brings to the table just here in the music realm, and other things we've talked about. But delighted to have him and this incredible group. But we're going to sit up straight right now because our next composition is by the great Leonard Bernstein, and this is going to be Lenny's version. Now, this will be Logan's version of Somewhere on the Frost Jazz Hour.
place for us, somewhere a place for us, peace and quiet and open air. Wait for me somewhere. There's a time for us, somewhere a time for us, time together with time to spare, time to look, time to care. Someday, somehow, we'll find a new way of living. Oh, we'll find a way to be forgiving somewhere. There's a place for us, a time and a place for us. Hold my hand and we're halfway there. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. Someday, somehow, somewhere, let it lay on, let it lay on, lay on, lay There's a place for us.
Where do we go after that? That was unbelievable, man. How about another round of applause for that? And Evan Siegel on the guitar. Wow. Logan, that is tremendous, my friend. Just tremendous. But I think we are going to follow this up with another Logan Smith original composition. We're going to bring the band back. And is it Backfire?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, and we're listening to this great band featuring Connor Rohrer on piano, Chris Seagraves, of course, Evan Siegel on guitar, and Blake Evans on the drums.
road a million times and never seemed to leave a trace. And all the scars from the brush fire, with all the leaves in an endless race. I'm always caught in the middle of it, no matter which path I choose. I don't want to find new ways to lose. No, new ways to lose. No more searching for a sign. The tinder feed the flame, let the new flowers bloom, turn this road into a wildfire and give the leaves some breathing room. Let all the glory deepen the trees, finally see the light of day, carry all the insecurity for a sign. Oh, I hold the key to my peace of mind. Oh, no, no, no. And as the sky glows, turning red to shine light in my way, where the scars inlay. No, no.
Thank you, Logan. That's tremendous. It's been a real pleasure for us to have Logan Smith here this morning on the Frost Jazz Hour, but also just to have him as part of the Frost School of Music, and just a real shining example of what the students at Frost are capable of, musically and otherwise. I think the world of you as a human being and as an artist and a musician, and it's a privilege for us to have you here.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for having me with you today.
Would you help me with some dates here? There's a lot of really cool stuff coming up, and I want to make sure that I've got everything correct. Isn't there a jazz vocal concert on Valentine's Day?
Oh, yes, there is. So tomorrow, is that already tomorrow? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow evening, the Jazz Voice Department at the Frost School of Music is welcoming a wonderful guest artist, Miss Kathleen Grace, as well as a guest clinician, Mr. Greg Jaspers, with us for the weekend. We have a concert tomorrow night as part of our annual Jazz Vocal Invitational. We're very excited to put that show together. It'll feature all three of the JV ensembles, both extensions, who we've seen here at WDNA multiple times, JV1 and JV2. And then as we head into Saturday, we'll actually have an entire full day with a few of the ensembles we've invited from all across the country to help join us in some guest clinics with both Kathleen Grace and Greg Jaspers, as well as Dr. Kate Reed. We're very excited to be able to spend some time with those students, let them see a little bit about how the Frost Jazz Voice Program functions and what we do, and get to share some time with them and have some amazing sessions with our great clinicians coming in this weekend. So that's on Friday night at 7:30.
Okay, in Gusman Concert Hall.
Absolutely.
That is tremendous. Valet parking available. Come out for this. I know we're trying to build this bigger each year, this wonderful festival. I call it the Kate. But we're going to have that every year, and it's a tremendous opportunity for recruits to see what we do here, and I hope we can build that into something really, really good. So Friday night, bring a date. It's Valentine's Day. Come on out for that. And also, just I don't think you're on this concert, but something I wanted to make sure everybody's aware of. New faculty member Jeanette Thompson, vocal pedagogue, icon, and many other things. We're delighted to have her on the faculty. In celebration of Black History Month, she is putting on a faculty concert on Monday the 24th. I'm privileged to play on a little bit of it. Shelley Berg will be on it, the great John Yarling, and I think a host of other people. This is not a jazz concert. It's a concert of, I think, an eclectic mix of music that we're going to be rehearsing over the next couple of weeks. And I think they've billed it as Leader and Spirituals. This is her dedication to Black History Month. And she is a wonderful singer and a very respected educator. I don't know if you had a chance to have any time with her.
I have not, but I would really love to.
Yeah, but this would be the time to do it. This is going to be Monday, February the 24th in Gusman Hall. Like I said, Shelley will be on the program and a host of other faculty and guests. But this will be a really, really special concert, 7:30. Put that on your calendars as well. And one other question I had for you, Logan, about the Model United Nations. Is there any web information people can go to?
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually host an entire high school conference. It's called MIXUN. It's the Miami International Conference for the Simulation of the United Nations. That happens every year, normally in April. We actually have a whole high school conference coming up this April. It's April 24th through the 26th. You can find our website. It's umixun.org. And we have high school students coming from all across the country, and even some schools coming from as far away as Italy, Argentina, to join us for that conference to celebrate some diplomacy. I'll actually be simulating one of the committees as well, but it's just a really cool opportunity to get young students invested in basically how the UN functions, what we do, and how they build diplomacy. And I think that education is invaluable for students because it teaches them great public speaking skills. It gives them confidence in their ideas and their opinions, and it helps students have an accessible pathway to learning about are issues that are all across the globe. I mean, we're faced with these social issues every single day, but to actually be able to have an eloquent idea and opinion on them, I think that's really special, and I hope and I think that's what we provide for our students as part of what we do at MIXUN.
That's tremendous. Okay, so we want to go to that website and see that.
umixun.org.
Can we talk a little bit about your future, your immediate future after graduation?
Oh, sure. Yeah, so after I finish my degree this spring, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from studying music as intensely as I have here at Frost. And I'm planning to do a master's degree in international development. I want to get myself set up for a later career path if I want to work either with the United Nations or work in diplomacy for our country, trying to do what I can as a public servant. So I want to get a little bit more education in that field as well after my 4 wonderful years here at Frost. But music's definitely never going to leave what I do. I will always be a writer. I will always be performing. So I'm excited to see what the scene looks like and somewhere else, because Miami has been an amazing experience for me. I've had so many wonderful musicians just saturated in this city. So I'm excited to see wherever I head next, how I can get integrated in that city scene as well.
Right. Well, we don't want to be selfish in Miami. I mean, we want to share you with the entire international community, the gifts you have and the things that you are going to be able to do. We often talk about tracking students' careers as they make their recordings and get out, Veronica and people into the world. But your multiple career paths, I can't wait to watch them unfold, and they will not be all in music. And I'm really excited to see how that goes. I'm glad we got to spend a little time with you here this morning. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for a great band, and thanks
Absolutely.
for everything you do, man.
Incredible.
Ambassador Logan Smith, ladies and gentlemen. How about a hand? Woo! We've got time for one more. No kidding. Oh, I'm going to love this. Okay. You're in for a treat here. We have a good 10 minutes left in the program, too. But I did want to remind everyone that, we archive many of the concerts that go on in Gusman and Clark recital halls. And we've had some tremendous recitals over the past few days by some of our unique students. And you can go online and you can find the archival video of those. And I would highly recommend Evan Siegel's senior recital as one of those you might want to peruse. And I'm going to leave it at that. But it's very unique and some incredible stuff on there. I am old enough to have actually bought Styx Records, and I used to love that band, and I can't believe you're going to do this. Tell us what you're doing.
Yeah, so for our last tune, Styx is one of my favorite old classic rock bands. So we're doing a kind of laid-back, I guess, funk-esque version of Renegade by Styx. So yeah, I'm excited. Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. Lawman is putting end to my running, and I'm so far from my home. The jig is up, the news is out, they finally found me. The renegade who had it made, retrieved for a bounty, never more to go astray. This will be the end today of the wanted man. Oh, mama, I've been years on the lam and had a high price on my head. Lawman said, get him dead or alive, I wish for sure he'll see me dead. Dear mama, I can hear you crying, you're so scared and all alone. No, hangman, he's coming down from the gallows, and I don't have very long. No, the jig is up, the news is out, they finally found me. The renegade who had it made, retreat for a bounty, never more to go astray. The judge will have revenge today on the wanted man. Lord of a free, Lord of a Lord. Oh, no, 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 Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. Lawman is putting end to my running, and I'm so far from my home. Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. No, hangman, he's coming down from the gallows, and I don't have very long. No, the jig is up, the news is out, they finally found me. The renegade who had it made, retreat for a bounty, never more to go astray. This will be the end today of the wanted man. No, the wanted man. The jig is up, the news rainbows is out, they finally found me. The renegade who had it made, retreat for a bounty, never more to go astray. The judge, he's gonna have revenge today. Oh, man, he said, get him dead or alive. I'm for sure he'll see me dead. No, lawman, he said he's gonna get me. I won't let him. No, mama, no, mama, no. Well, he said, we don't know that he said. Let no, I'm gonna get there, dead or alive. Don't you know that I don't have very long, very long, very long. Don't have very long. No, I don't have very
Perfect. Guys.